Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media, and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
Welcome to another edition of the Ball Don't Lie podcast. We are in season 5, episode 11 already, week 11. As always, I'm Ted. He's Small. Welcome back, bud.
Yeah, man. Flying by. Just couldn't get home for the winning week there with the Rams on Monday night.
Yeah, the Rams were just, it was a...
For circa anyway.
Yeah, they just couldn't. Yeah, me too. It got me a 2-3 week without the Rams as well. Weird game. It was a weird game.
Yeah.
Miami probably played better. The Rams just got too many field goal attempts there. But just to recap real quick, last week I got myself home to 0-10 in college football. It's going to be very impressive. The over just missed on Penn State. They kneeled out at the 5-yard line. The other team had a chance to punch it in on 1st and goal from the 7. The possession before that didn't do it. It was just took everything to not get the over on that. You got home with Utah. Utah should have won outright. That was baby. Ooh, baby. Almost like the Big 12. Big 12 might have got on the headset there at the end on that fourth penalty on 4th and 10 from their own 1-yard line. They called a defensive holding the backside.
Yeah.
But it gets you to 6-4 in the season in college. You went 3-2 in your pro picks. Gets you to 26-35. You're chunking away. Away at that start.
Couple winning weeks now in a row. Maybe 3, yeah.
Thanks 3 in a row, yeah. I needed this one to get to 4 in a row. I went 2-3. I'm 28-28 in the year, right at 500, just hanging around.
Yeah.
Went 2-3 again in our circa picks. We've just been struggling to put our winners together on that. 21-29 on the season. So we got to get hot there to get it turned around. But there is still some time left.
Yep.
And this game going tonight. I did. I leaned to the Eagles tonight, and I don't have to put it in the card. I did like Hurts over 40.5 yards rushing. That got tweeted out. I'm not sure what I think it was 10-6 the last I looked.
Yeah, I think that's right. I'm kind of following it.
Bring it up here quick, and let's see where Hurts is at in his rushing yards. He is at 32, so on pace there. Get over 40.5. That was my big prop play tonight.
Nice.
But another week. I got 5 plays. This week is maybe the hardest one I've seen to get lines. Last week was actually pretty tough. This one was way harder. I got myself to 5 games. I had to convince myself on 1 or 2 of them, though.
Okay. All right. Cool. You want to lead us off?
I'll lead us off.
All right.
Look, Saints got home last week. New head coach. Dennis Allen is terrible. Are they a good team? No, they're not. But neither is Cleveland. I think they have a little bit of juice right now. And Derek Carr is playing for a chance to maybe be somebody starting quarterback for 1 more year next year that drafts a rookie maybe. It's not going to be in New Orleans. I think he got out of his contract at the end of this year, I believe.
I don't know. Didn't he sign like a 4-year deal?
I think so, but I think they had an out.
Oh, okay.
I got to look at it. At it for sure to see in the next. Is this year 2 or 3 for him in New Orleans?
This is only 2.
This is only 2, so maybe they don't have it out yet. It might be dead money. I like the Saints, though. -1, playing Cleveland. I do like Cleveland better than they were with Jameis anyway. But, man, they just have some holes defensively, they're giving up so many chunk plays now too, which is shocking from a year ago with them too. It's just a burn the tape season. I still like Cleveland's coach, so hopefully the brasser doesn't lose their marbles and fire him. But look, Deshaun Watson puts them in a bad spot. They're paying him a lot of money, and their roster suffered a little bit because of it. You got rid of Cooper. There's no playmakers left, but like Jameis is a way better option at $5 to $10 million a year than whatever you're paying Watson. But I like the Saints here. I like the Saints.
Okay. All right. I'll probably be convinced. Yeah, the only thing it's a Jameis Winston revenge game, which would be interesting. So, okay, I'm gonna take Patriots plus 4.5 here at home. Had them last week, plus 6.5, easy winner at the Bears. I think we're seeing Drake May improve. The Rams.
Always been a big Drake May guy.
Yeah, I just don't know why this Rams team is laying this number on the road, going cross country on a short week. Tough spot. I think we see this in the NFL. Like some of these teams, especially with young quarterbacks, we're seeing it with Carolina, right? Sometimes they just are going to win games you don't think they should. And they will, and they'll cover, and they're a little bit more competitive than what they were in week 3 and 4. And I think good spot situation here for the Patriots. I'll take the 4.5.
Okay, I can probably be convinced on that.
Okay.
Look, I went back and forth on this game, but I just think this is the time that the Chiefs they need to get their loss out of the way. They just do. And This seems like a place where Buffalo beats them in the regular season and Kansas City beats them again in the playoffs type situation. I'm going to take the Bills minus 2.5 at home.
Play number one.
I just see it. I mean, Denver should have won outright last week against the Chiefs. We took the Chiefs last week. It ended up being a good money thing for me, but I got over it. But
yeah,
it was. Look, they stole the game. The Chiefs lost that game.
Yep.
You got to get a block, a field goal, get a win there. But
Chiefs have lost a few games this year.
I'm a little tight on that stuff. It might even be good for him to get the loss out of the way.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, I think the Bills match up here pretty well. I wish Keon Coleman was in, but
I do too. I just think this game means a lot more for Buffalo at this point than it does Kansas City.
It does. They kind of want to get that monkey off the back, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Chiefs, they don't have anything to prove. They're good. Everyone knows they're good. So no, I agree. Play number one, hands down. Love it.
Cool.
All right. Oh, everything's ugly. Jaguars plus 14. I'll go back. They got home for me last week. I'll back them again.
Look, there's a really good chance this makes our card. It's just so many points.
This is a ton. I was telling someone, think. Okay, let's just say the Lions are blowing them out. Say it's 30-10. Real possibility. The back door is perfect. It's wide open.
I have the Jags in like 3 teasers already, up to 21.
Yeah. I mean, look, there has to be, if you do this line, you just know there has to be a let off the brakes type or let off the gas type of game. The Lions played the Packers 2 weeks ago. Now they're off the Sunday night win, big prime time, another back-to-back road games. This just feels like a spot that's like, okay, we can just kind of relax, right? I'm not saying Dan Campbell lets that. That's not his, mentality, but it's 14, man. Like this is
kick the team's ass and beat them 24-13.
Yes.
And dominate the football game.
Correct.
Like a complete beating.
Right. I just don't see where the motivation is here for Detroit. So that's why I'm playing against it. 14's a ton.
It's a ton of points.
Yeah.
A ton of points. And your boy Mac Jones is going again instead of
they found a starter. Let's go.
All right. I'm going to go. I think Lamar Jackson is like 1-8, something crazy. Maybe even, I'm not for sure. Something like one for his last 8. I don't know. He's been dominated by the Steelers. The Steelers have absolutely dominated.
Yes.
People are really excited about Russell Wilson. Look, he's always been a good deep ball thrower. He does seem more relaxed or confident than he did in Denver.
Yeah.
With that said, they squeaked a late one off against Washington, who does have a pretty bad pass D. They're not good at pass defense.
Right.
And they beat both New York teams with Russ and had a bye. Like, we'll see still. We will see.
Right.
Here's a test, a division game. I'm going to take the Ravens need to win this to get back up there too, or they're getting back in the hunt. And I think that they want to have a chance at winning the division. You can't lose this game. You can't give Pittsburgh 2 game head start in their 2, which is basically 3 after the win. So I'm going to take the Ravens -3 at Pittsburgh. I just think this is a spot to where the Steelers come back to reality a little bit, and the Ravens need to win.
Okay. Yeah, I can probably be convinced. There's a good chance if I had to like add something to my card, this would be the one I would pick anyway. So I do agree with you. There's very likely we play this number. The only thing I'll add is that people forgetting a couple weeks ago, the Jets were laying the same number at Pittsburgh, and now it's priced in that Baltimore. Like,
that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I know the Sharps have been like flipping the lines and stuff with the Jets. They love this team and they just keep getting buried every week. But man, I agree that this is a Ravens or nothing for me as well. So
okay. I
would back it. Let's see. What do I want to go? All right. I'll take the Raiders +7.5. They're off the bye. They've fired everybody. This team has no hope and they're no good. This isn't really a play on them as much as I like the bye situation, the firing of everybody, and Miami on a short week going back across the country. Don't like the situation for Miami. The Dolphins, I will argue this, and it felt like this Monday night, so I'm curious on your take. They get up here. I think we see a very, very, very conservative play call. There's no reason they want to keep Tua healthy. They can control this game, and make this really low scoring. I just don't see why, they're going to do anything flashy because they don't need to.
That's because you're smart. And the reason the Dolphins made my card is I don't think McDaniels is that way. I think he needs to get his offensive stats up so much. And this is what he did a year ago too. They scored 70 on the Broncos.
Yeah.
He doesn't back off because he likes to get these numbers up there on his stuff for the year too.
I felt like Monday night he did though.
I just think the Raiders must look. If Max Crosby can get home, if Max Crosby is the whole reason they can cover this spread.
Sure.
If he's playing pissed off and Tua's not comfortable back there, I can see that. If they're not getting home to Tua and they're getting pop shots out, because you're right, they took the deep ball away, the Rams did, and just made chunk the whole night. And I feel like McDaniels gets pissed on that.
Yeah.
So I took Miami here. Just your reasonings make sense. I think that he needs a blowout win for them because they're basically playing. Miami maybe needs to win out. Maybe they can stub their toe one time. Maybe. I think they need a blowout win for him to convince that locker room.
Yeah.
The other reason why. So that is the reason I think Circa's got him at -7. I got Miami -7. That's the reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see. Gosh, the line's up to 7.5. Okay, yeah, probably won't. Okay, yeah, I definitely like the 7.5 for sure. I didn't see.
Well, it's 7 places too. I got him at 7 on Circa. I see the book he's got him at 7.5.
Yeah,
I'll give it. We'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I have. Let's see. I just got a couple more. So
I just got one more. So go ahead.
I'm going to lay it with the Chargers -1.5. Sunday night game. I've listened to people smarter than me. I think they like the Bengals. Yeah, people are going to make the case, and it's now or nothing, right? But that doesn't always mean that they win. And so I just think the Chargers have this like weird, no one's really talking about them. They're kind of under the radar. I think they're sneaky. The defense is quietly playing well. They're kind of doing their thing, just winning games and doing it convincingly. So I think the Chargers are just, this is the game. They win this game, they're going to be for sure in the playoffs. So I'll take it with the Chargers here. It feels like a short price.
Well, we'll throw it to commercials here quick, and when we get back, I'll tell you why Smoole's wrong on his last play and he was our other play. So let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Making great tasting bourbon requires the perfect combination of ingredients, conditions, and time. The longer it rests, the better it tastes. Revelton Distillery's new single barrel bourbon is made from 80% corn, sourced 100% from Iowa farmers. And unlike mass-produced bourbons, each barrel of Revelton's single barrel bourbon is unique, proofed on when it tastes best. As they like to say, it'll be ready when it's ready. And to ensure the highest standards of quality and flavor, owners Rob and Christy Taylor oversee the production and bottling. Every single barrel. Iowa born, Iowa aged, Iowa bottled. Try the new single barrel bourbon from Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com. When energy meets precision, anything is possible.
I'm Carter Hawley, the Chief Energy Officer of the Iowa State Cyclones. I'm full of energy on and off the court, but nothing gives me more energy than helping families find their dream home. And that's where Green Beret Realty comes in. They're more than just realtors. They're a team dedicated to getting things right for you and your family, just like we get it right on the court. Sometimes it takes a team to get the call right. And when you're buying a home, you want a team that makes all the right calls. That is Green Beret Realty. And here's the best part. When you buy or sell a home through Dan at Green Beret Realty and mention this ad, he'll make a donation to the We Will Collective, helping student athletes like me thrive on and off the court.
Green Beret Realty, because getting the call right means everything.
Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. I'm Ted Heath Smool. We're coming off Smool's play at the Chargers -1. I got the Bengals +2 on Circa, but +1.5 everywhere. So you're going to see them in between there. Look, for all the reasons that you just said, they have to win is why my brain goes there. It's
Sure.
I like Joe Burrow. They've been losing some close games to good teams, but you're right. The Chargers stamped this. This is their signature win. They're just for real. So
Yeah.
I love this. I just see the Bengals winning this game. But if the Chargers win, it's for the reasons you said. And you have to start taking them very, very seriously if they go win this game. This game puts them firmly in the playoffs, probably almost locks one up. I think it gets them to 6-3.
That'd be 7 wins.
7-3, whatever
Yeah.
it is. That's
Yeah.
you're in the playoffs at that point.
Yeah.
You lose this game, you get back in the mix a little bit, but it is the Bengals have to have it. They just can't. These games like this where they're almost a coin flip, even on the road, they got to start winning. They've stubbed their toe too many times. So I do think it is desperation time for Cincinnati.
Sure.
Chargers are better coached. I'm still not the biggest Zach Taylor guy. He's going to have to prove it to me a little bit more. The Chargers are really well coached. I just don't know if they're ready now or if they're still a year away.
Sure.
But Harbaugh does turn teams around very, very quickly, which I don't love him being in a division with that. The only positive is maybe he can start knocking off the Chiefs a little bit. But I'm going to go with the Bengals. I could be wrong on this one, and your reasons why I could be exactly right.
Okay. All good.
And that's it for me on plays.
I don't know if I want to. I have a sneaky feeling on Monday night taking the Cowboys +7.5. By the way,
Really?
I do. I think, dude, this Texans team just isn't it, man. It feels like it's okay. Here's my conspiracy theory, whatever, tinfoil, whatever you want to call it. Whenever I see this stuff, and I call them the Tom, Dick, and Harry bets. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's walking in a casino is teasing the Texans down. Everybody and their mother is, right? And we all know the books are going to need the Cowboys like blood because no one in the world wants Dallas.
No.
Absolutely not. Why not? I've seen crazier shit happen. I mean, last week, like Carolina wins last week. Look, people think just because Dallas got beat, it feels like a great bounce back spot. I'm not sure you got a question where the Texans heads after that collapse last week.
I'm not a Texans guy. I'm staying away from this game completely. Like I will absolutely cheer for you. This won't make Circa plays, but I'm not going to bet the Texans either.
Yeah. It's one of those, it's like these real sneaky games, and it's like the games that, the games that no one wants, it's the games that I want. So
if Dallas somehow wins this game outright, my Texans under 10 wins preseason bet's looking really good all of a sudden. I put them at 6-5.
Lock, yeah. Absolutely.
Really good.
Really good.
Yeah, so I'll be cheering for that one. I'm not going to play it, but I'll be cheering for it.
Okay. That's all I got.
This is going to be Monday night. I'm going to have to play something. I'll probably end up betting it now, too. Got me a little pumped up about that. Well, I think it's safe to say if you liked my Ravens play, I kind of like your Jags play. I think those are both probably.
I think the Ravens is for sure going to make it. We got the Bills for sure.
Yeah. So I like your Jags at 14. That was a just miss for me too. So
okay,
Bills, Ravens, and Jags I think already locked in. That was my favorite play, yours and yours of mine. So
all right,
we can do that now, and we'll figure the other two plays out after that.
Sure.
Before we get to our college plays, I have a Super Bowl trivia question.
Yeah.
We won't spend too much time on it because it's long and difficult.
Okay.
And I did it with Paghetti, who thanks again to Pig for producing in the background tonight. Yes. For numbers 1 through 19, for the winning starting Super Bowl quarterback, only 3 numbers have not been worn by a winning starting quarterback in this Super Bowl. What are those 3 numbers? I said it's hard. It's probably not the greatest time to do it live on a
No, I don't even know. I'll just pick like 2.
Correct.
12.
12 is the most worn number for winners. 7 people, 18.
Oh, that was really stupid. You actually picked
Bradshaw, Brady.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I'm like
that's the most worn.
I just had a brain. Okay.
2 is correct.
Okay. 10.
Eli is 10. The only one. There's only one at 10. There's a lot of them that just have 1. It's actually tough, especially with the older guys.
5.
Flacco, the only one. This is a good question. I did it to House and Shane and Tristan, too.
Yeah, I did okay then, I guess.
You did pretty good. Yeah, 2 was Matt Ryan and Cam Newton came up. No, Cam Newton was 1. So 2 is the correct answer.
Okay.
Number 1 is a correct answer.
See, and I felt like saying it, but it felt too obvious.
Yep. No, so 1 and 2.
Damn it.
And then the third one, I thought there was 4 numbers. I thought 19 was because I thought Earl Morrall started the game for the Colts when they won. And Unitas came off the bench. It was the other way around. Unitas started at number 19, got hurt. Morrall came in. He played most of the season too. So 19 is Unitas. 6 is the other answer. No quarterback has worn number 6 as a starting winner.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a good question.
That's a great question.
It's even more fun to go through and name all the guys that are on all the numbers too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was fun. So a little trivia. Maybe I'll bring a trivia question every week now.
Yeah, I actually let's do that. That's great. I love that.
Actually, what should happen is Paghetti, he's a trivia mastermind. He should bring us a question a week for that. That's what you do. We'll both try to get it.
All right, yeah, that's good. We'll chime in.
That's what we'll do. All right, well, back in. Since I'm 0-10, I want to stay 0-10, but I actually do think this is my favorite play. The Clones given 8 right now, 8.5. I've seen 8 to 8.5. We're not good enough right now defensively. There's holes. The injuries are glaring, and I don't even know who's going to be playing linebacker this week. I said, if this line is – I said, there's no way this line's going to be over a touchdown this week. It opened at 8.5, 9. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So give me Cincinnati. Just hope that they can find a way to squeak this out. I mean, look, we got to get – I don't know when some of these defensive linemen and linebackers are getting back or if they're getting back, but you can't be gashing us like that, and you got to get to the quarterback.
Right.
Or 7 and 5's in play. I mean, we got to beat Cincinnati and then hold on to your shorts. Do you want to go play at Utah right now?
No. I mean, yeah.
No, I don't. And then that K-State is – that game can mean a lot, too, if Colorado's subject.
Yeah. It has – unfortunately, this is your wake-up call, but this has all the feels of this season just slipping away. Really.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, look, if they lose to Cincinnati for some reason, we're going 7 and 5.
It's over. Then it's just pathetic. Then it was fun while it lasted, and no one will give a rat's you know what about it. So.
Get this win. Keep making games matter. I mean, that's what's fun. If you get this win against Cincinnati, get to 8-2. You're playing meaningful potential. For sure. A shot at a college football playoff after 10 games. That's nuts. That's good. Just find a way to get the win.
Right.
Get the cover. Find a way to just win games now.
Right. Go get the win.
But I'm going to take Cincinnati. Hope I get my first win of the year. Or sorry, first. Yeah. Actually, I hope I lose again. Hope I get to 0-11. Clones kill them. Hope they look great. Bring us back.
Okay. I switched my pick here. Actually, I was just looking. I don't even know why I missed this game, but I'm gonna take. I'm taking Missouri plus 14 on the road at South Carolina. I don't know. Both teams are ranked. This is crazy to me. South Carolina is like I like did a double take. I'm like, wait, what? This team hasn't been laying points all season. Now they're laying 2 touchdowns. I went back and looked. I'm like, oh my gosh, this team was catching 10 against Ole Miss. They were catching 21.5 against Bama. They were favored by 1 over Oklahoma. I don't know. I'm missing something. Whatever. I don't care. 14 is a million points in this game. Missouri hasn't tossed it in. I know they're not great, but hey, Missouri's still fighting. They put off a nice win at home. They were an underdog last week to Oklahoma at home. 1 by 7. I don't know. This feels weird. Maybe I'm missing something without doing a whole lot of research, but 14 is a ton of points.
Yeah, we'll cheer for it.
Yeah. Right.
I got a little tidbit that I text out to people today that my bookie 4 or 5 times a year will send me a text that it's always about college basketball because he's got some sharks that play. And 4 of his sharks all randomly came in and hammered Grand Canyon basketball at -5. And he's like, this is weak. This happens 4 or 5 times a year where I have no idea why on some. And I'm sure all these guys have their same insiders from Vegas. Usually it's something weird. And usually goes about 3-1, 4-1 when I get that information. But just check the score here. They're down 9 with 12 minutes to go. So
yeah, he's going to be looks like he's a happy camper.
Just a ton. No, I think he hammered himself as the other guy because he gets a little nervous.
He got nervous.
He got nervous.
Okay. Yeah.
But so sorry to the people listening that I gave that info to. I said do with it as you will. I get this 4 or 5 times a year. I will relay the information, but
yeah, that's funny.
Not looking great right now. But all right, but we'll recap here quick.
Yeah.
I had 5 plays for both of us. I had the Saints -1, Bills -2.5, Ravens -3, Bengals +1.5, and Miami -7. I had Cincinnati for my college play at +8. I had you with the Patriots +4.5. Bills -2.5, the Jags +14, Raiders +7 in the hook, the Chargers -1.5, and Missouri at +14 for your college play.
Yep.
And we have 3 circa picks locked in already, and that's the Bills at -2.5, the Ravens -3, the Jags +14.
Love it.
All right, man. We need some winners.
Yep.
Hope we get some 4-1, 5-0 week. We're due for them.
We are. Grind away. Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Thanks to Chris Spaghetti in the background producing again.
Yep. Thanks, Chris.
Hope we got some winners. As always, I'm Ted Eastmore. Catch that ticket.